Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's it going? Hello, I'm sitting here. I have a dog patiently waiting beside me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's it going? I hear me. Hello, I'm sitting here. I have a dog. There we are. Hi, buddy. Good morning. He's been down here the whole time. Everyone's just come. He's like, oh, is it time yet? Is it time? Do I get my treat yet? Is it time? And then I'll be like, I'll just sit here and I'll ignore him and he'll be like, okay, and he'll go sit down off to the side. And then a couple minutes later, he'll come back up again. And somehow he knew it. I don't know if it's just the way I took a drink of the water out of my cup or if it was just the way I positioned myself in the chair, but he immediately, very quickly, he got to his position. He's like, yes, it is time. Bring me my snacks. Hi, buddy. There you go. There you go, buddy. Let's see. I think we're gonna do some music today. The only reason you're here is because you can't sleep. Well, Wolfie, that's usually how it goes, isn't it? What do we want to do? Let's go with this one. Ready for some more, buddy? There you go, buddy. Delicious. Delicious snacks. And another one. Do you want just the full piece, buddy? Do you want just the full piece? There you go. Hey, Miss Kitty, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. How you doing? All right, and we should just be able to do this. Hopefully you guys hear it. Doesn't seem like anything's coming through on your guys' end. Oh, there we go. I'm getting a little bit of music. Good morning, buddy. There's your snacks. I hope you enjoyed them as much as we enjoyed giving them to you, buddy. You're doing great. How am I? I'm doing fantastic. We are about to continue our progress in the space race. Peaches has surpassed us. He's beaten us. It turns out this whole war and battle and shenanigans that I was having with Sigma just gave Peaches enough time to get everything together that he needed in order to completely wipe the floor with us. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I'm also still well overdue for a haircut, and I'm hoping to go and get that one of these days here. The only thing is, where I live, I'm not really a big fan of all the places in town. There's not really... You'd think that having 3 different places that can cut your hair, you'd find a place where one of them can do a decent haircut, but I've got to drive out to the city for it, and I'm usually kind of lazy. Oh, I never hit enter. I've done this every week where I type out my announcement in the Discord early, and then I always forget to hit the post button when we actually go live. Hey, Captain Gudra, welcome, welcome. It's Gudra to see you. Oh, that was really stupid. Okay. I can officially say morning. Well, good morning, Wolfie. So I think you guys haven't seen a lot of this, or at least a lot of the expansions of our space program or the space base for a while now. Trying to think, 'cause I don't think a lot of this has been shown in the YouTube videos. But we do have our Tier 7 rockets. Look at this bad boy, just chilling here out on our launch pad. I was building a mall, because I thought it would be really sweet to have one, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time, so I've kind of scrapped the whole plan for it. But the original plan was to have a space mall with a bunch of different stores and locations. People could come and visit. We were going to have a food court with lots of different kinds of food. There were going to be a couple different tiers here. This was all going to be, like, it was going to go a couple more blocks down. We were going to have, like, plants and stuff coming up out of it. And I like the design for it, so I'll probably save this, and I'll start building it in, like, a future iteration of the server. But Project OSSI is going to be wrapping up at the end of the month here, and then we're going to be jumping into the next mod pack after. So I don't think I'm going to have enough time to finish my space mall, so I will build a mall in a future iteration. But there's a few things we've been working on that have been pretty sweet. I think you guys have seen this. Not much of this has changed. So Sigma had built a base out. It was either up over here or it was over here, where he had some sort. He basically set up a Stargate so that he could have access to my base at any time he wanted. So I found that and I destroyed it, and he has no access of being able to use this Stargate. But but the last time he was on, he was messing with my stuff. So he never logged out. So he's now stuck here on my space base. So I've got a rat living essentially, Sigma, in my space base. So we gotta watch out for him every once in a while, because he has no way of getting out. And if he does decide to go home, the only way is through death, and he'll lose pretty much everything he's got. So we've got to watch out for that. But yeah, this is still the same as it's always been. But we have, which way do we want to go first? Let's go this way first. We've been really upping up a lot of our production here. Hey, Lotus, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Because with the space race, we've needed to kind of modify our production levels. I'm hoping Peaches doesn't see this. The way I've managed to catch up to Peaches and stay ahead is we've set up a bunch of automated crafting so it crafts everything to specific levels. So all the plates that we need for all of our space gear stuff, it always maintains a minimum of 100 for some of the lower tier ones and 20 for some of the high tier ones, so that anytime we do need to do any crafting for our space stuff, it's done instantly, which is awesome. I'm trying to remember. Is it right here? What is this? Oh, yeah. So I was doing some testing with some different mechanical Sigma's claimed this room, one of the hospital rooms. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like it's through the RoboSurge cyberware. There we go. So we can apply cybernetic enhancements to ourselves, which is kind of cool. So with this, I think this Friday's YouTube video is gonna touch up a little bit on this. Me and Peaches ended up making a fun little game out of it. But there's tons of different enhancements you can do, and you can apply them to yourself, and you can replace parts of your own body and your skin with cybernetic parts. So I won't get into too much with that, because I do touch base with that on Friday's video, but there was a lot of testing and preparation and planning for all that. So this was my laboratory. I love making things look cool. I think the laboratory looks so sweet. So actually here, why don't I show you guys one of them? Let's add something to ourselves. Inside here, why don't we let's give ourselves cyber eyes. How's that? So if I go cyber eyes, we can go plates, fiber optics, synthetic nerves. That lets us build cyber eyes. And then if we come in here, we're gonna tell this device that we want to, it requires power when in use. Okay, so we gotta add in an actuator, I believe it's called. Metabolic generator blueprint. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We need one more. I'm missing some stuff. Oh no, they're right here. They're here. Oh, thank God. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll do one of these. So this will give us a metabolic generator. This attaches into our lower organs, and somehow it produces power through our organs. We're not going to worry about the science and witchcraft of it all, but this should go here, and then we go in and apply our eyeballs in the place of our human eyes. And then we perform surgery on ourselves, and we gain different little enhancements and... Wait. Oh, shoot. Did it not go in? It shows that we're blind. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with the cybernetic eyes right now. Are our eyeballs supposed to also be in here? What did we do wrong? Immunity to blindness enables cyber eye upgrades, but we just put in... Oh God, I can't see anything. What did we do wrong? All right, let's just put our regular eyes back in. I don't want to mess around with this too much today, because this is like a long, lengthy thing of messing around with stuff, trying to get everything to work. If I open this... Okay, we can see again. We'll toss the cyber eyes over there for now. So we were working on a bunch of cybernetic stuff, which again, that stuff will pop up on Friday here. There we go. What else? There was another couple things here I wanted to show you guys. Also, we have our spacesuit on. Oh, never mind. There's this cool, I found out you could do this cosmetic thing, so we can just remove the spacesuit so we don't see it, but it still is actually on our body. I was testing stuff with Stargates, so there's nothing really fancy here. Except I was trying... Why is the iris removed from this one now? Sigma! Sigma, what are you doing? We'll just do tin floor. Son of a gun. That's my last iris upgrade, too. God, I hate having him here. All right, there we go. Now nobody can come through that Stargate. Okay. We've also got the sleep that you can only drink. Well, if you just shut off the internet and go to sleep, and then everything will be fine. We were also working on, so there's this, I don't know if you guys have seen, it's like something Magic High. Oh God, there's an anime, what's it called? The Irregular at Magic High School. It's kind of got some interesting magic concepts, but it's really just a big anime about a brother and a sister that love each other, and it's really stupid. But there's one of the mod packs called Psy is inspired by that one, and we've got some really cool things from this now. Tons of different Psy enhancements. We can actually build different programs and use them as magic. For example, I've got one for exploding. So I can change the radius of it. I had it smaller because I was trying to break into Peach's base, but we can essentially explode stuff with this gun now. We can also, there's a bunch of other programs too, which are kind of cool. I've got speed. So I can grant myself massive boosts of speed at whim. Of course, it uses the mana on the right side of the screen. But there's another sweet one. Blink, I think. So I can actually teleport around, which is kind of neat. The distance isn't very big for it, so it's not the most fantastic. But it's, we've put this away because more often than not, I've accidentally blown stuff up or used this in ways where I haven't wanted to, so we'll stash that for now. A little bit of work's been... Oh, Jesus. A little bit of work's been going on over here. I've been setting up some automation for a device called a vertical digger, which is what we're going to be using today, and it's how we've managed to skyrocket past Peaches in the space race, which is kind of sweet. And then I've also been doing a little bit with some mob testing. Shoot. Our jetpack's kind of funky, and I don't fully understand what causes it to freak out most of the time, so. Also, it says 2%, but I think that's a glitch. The durability should be much higher. It should be right on par with most of the other suits that we've got, so. Or the piece of armor that we have. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, I've got this, I should be able to, if I turn this on. Wait, whoa, what's happening here? Are all these off? Okay, this isn't how it's supposed to be going. Shoot. Oh, and I won't be able to get in there because it'll keep respawning. There we go. Shut that off. Okay, what was supposed to happen? Oh God, this is gonna screw everything up. Is if I go... Can I not reach it from here? There we go. So those fans are supposed to turn on so that this spawns the mobs in eventually, and they all get sucked into this thing, which is, it's a mob grinder that just does an incredible job at collecting resources. I think I left it on for probably 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to go and pick it up from up top, but we'll do that. I wonder if Sigma was messing around with that and taking a look at things. But yeah, 20 minutes, and we got all of this. I don't know why. Oh, I threw some of these on the ground to dispose of them, and I think what happened was our ranged collector picked up stuff. And of course, there's Sigma. Awesome. Let's just put this here. We can't reach the button, but that's okay. Because I found out, so when I was trying to get into cyberware, there's a bunch of cybernetic parts that I wanted to, that you need to collect from cybernetic zombies. And when you build a cyber radio tower, oh, he's putting the irises in the storage. The radio tower is supposed to increase the chance that cybernetic zombies spawn. So I thought if I put that by a zombie spawner, we would be able to get cybernetic zombies, but it didn't work at all. Also my drill. Oh, don't worry about the drill, Sigma. I've got a way better one now since then. Do you guys want to see the little menace living in my space station? Where is he? Where's the little menace? Wait, does he have his own little, like, storage stuff set up where he's at? Oh, that's right. I was originally going to try out some stuff with the cell analyzers and stuff, but I never ended up getting into it. Where is Sigma? God, this place is a maze. Should be. Oh, that's right. There's a second door here. Is he in here? Oh, he's just in his room. I can't crouch to say hi. Should we feed him? There we go. Wait, all of his experiments are gone. He looks normal. See if he'll jump into a VZ for a moment. All right, let's pause this for a second.
Hello, Spam.
Hey, Sigma. How you doing?
I mean, this is a pretty comfortable room, honestly. So I'm doing pretty good.
You look different.
Yeah. I assumed that my appearance was kind of how would I describe it? Off-putting to you guys?
Well, it wasn't so much the appearance, but the like you just gave off some weird vibes. And it wasn't just the appearance way. It was definitely the how you were acting way too.
Oh. Well, I hope that that has now changed.
Well, you sound normal. You don't have that weird sinister tone to your voice anymore.
I mean, yeah, you probably know that I've kind of gone out of the space race.
Well, I had no idea that you hadn't been in the space race for a very long time.
I mean, yeah, I
technically it was all Peaches.
I mean, I supplied with most of the I was focusing on the resources, all right?
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You did always give him a lot of flack saying he was stealing all your resources, though.
I didn't do that too much.
I mean, there was every time we talked about Peaches, you're just like, he's using my resources.
All right. I will say I do have access to your storage from here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure you right-clicked on the block by now.
Yeah. I have multiple of them.
Do you want like a chair or something?
One I could sit in, that would be actually pretty nice, yeah.
Oh, that you picked it up.
Oh, right. I'll put it here. There we go. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't have to stay in there if you don't want to. You can come out. But it's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable
you don't mind?
with. No, yeah, for sure. You can come out.
All right.
Don't mind the oxygen in the doorways. For some reason, the doors
Yeah.
don't like that.
I should get myself a spacesuit or something. Wait, do you have extra mask? No.
I don't know. I might have a tier 2. Yeah, I've got tier 2. Oh wait, you're talking about like the oxygen stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't had to make a mask in a long time. I can throw one in an auto crafter.
All right.
All right, give me a sec. We've also got infinite little oxygen tanks, so you don't have... Oh.
Sorry, I'm very loud when I take damage.
Well, I think it's like that for all of us. Although I don't know why you're taking damage in here. Oh, you know what? I expanded
because the room is too big.
Yeah, I expanded the size of it. That's right.
Yeah. I really like what you've done with the place, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Like it's very big. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it's been a long process, but it's been a good progress.
You won't have to worry about me messing with your stuff anymore.
Oh, okay. Oof, I'm losing frames per second.
I'm fine right now, actually, for some reason.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's because I'm not recording or streaming.
I don't know. As soon as we came back over to this room, it's exactly how it was for me. Okay. You should be able to queue up a mask now.
Let's see, mask.
I don't know if I have a breather though.
Yep, I got a mask. Let's see.
Or oxygen gear. I'll queue that up as well.
Oxygen.
It's been a while since I've had to craft most of this stuff.
I'll grab 2 oxygen tanks as well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, those replenish automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So it's starting to craft an oxygen gear for you too. I guess you don't really need spacesuits.
I mean, I do if I don't want to like die.
Oh, it'll actually kill you eventually?
Well, yeah, like I'm currently living off of dragon health crystals. And those will eventually, like, it'll take a long time, but eventually they will deplete. And, yeah, and that's when I start dying.
That's fair. Alright, well, I'm gonna go finish building my tier 8 rocket, and then I'm gonna go explore the universe, gather resources.
Good luck on that.
Thank you, you as well. I think Peaches is just at his tier 8 as well, so I'm hoping today I'll be able to get past him.
That's good. I wish you good luck.
What are you gonna get up to?
To do any cleaning or janitorial work around the place, just hit me up.
Yeah, I mean, if you see anything you feel like mopping, just go for it. I won't say no. Don't worry about the mall. I've abandoned that. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to finish it before we hop.
Wait, you know when we're gonna hop?
You can't feel it? It's coming soon.
I thought that was just me being extremely hungry in your room.
No, I mean, sometime when you first start to learn about the feeling, sometimes it comes across as flatulence. But
I guess a lot of the times when I've hopped, it's either I've manually traveled to the other place. I haven't really, like last time I hopped, I used the spaceship.
Yeah, you took a rocket out. I don't know how that managed to work.
Plot points. But yeah, I guess you might have a better feeling for this. But yeah.
All right. Well, good luck,
with
Sigma.
your space race. Yep.
Farewell for now. Although I'll probably see you around here.
Most likely.
See you, Sigma.
See you, man.
All right. The tier 8 rocket. The one thing I think Peaches has. Oh, we're lagging hard. I can't even interact with this. Oh, that's right. We're in the tier 1 rocket spot. We're gonna go tier 8. And then we throw this in. The boosters. The fins. Look at this. Look at this thing. My God. Well, Sigma might just pick it up. I don't know. Holy crap! It's absolutely ginormous! How does this thing fit? My God. Okay, so this is going to start fueling up, and while that's fueling up, we're going to grab the resources we need to get a major foothold on Peaches. Here, let's look this up first. Tier 9. So the Tier 9 plates, either of you got the joke, just don't care, or you don't get it? No, I did not get... Oh, the dream of. Okay, no, I see the joke now. So okay, this is good. There was one of the frustrating things with all this was Tier 7. We needed compressed reinforced crystal, which we needed 2 compressed crystal, which means we needed quadruple the amount of crystal ingots that we would normally need for other plates. So I think the rest of the tiers are going to be much easier to get through. So Tier 9, it's compressed tungsten. Tungsten can be found on Pluto. And I'm hoping... Here, let's just see. What does Pluto have on it? Oh, Pluto has a bunch of the resources too. I was really hoping it was just going to be tungsten. There were a couple planets that only had the resource needed to progress. Okay, and we got the Tier 5 thermal padding. So that's good. What we're going to need are... I've got a couple ender chests for this. We've got the black. And it should be... This? Which color's this one? That looks like it's magenta, blue, magenta. So the magenta, orange, yellow isn't the one that we want. Let's get rid of this, and let's bring these. So this ender chest here, the black, light gray, and black, that has all my windmills in it that I'm going to need. This one is going to be used for sending resources back home. We're going to need the vertical diggers. And we're going to need... Let's double check. Do we have any more windmills? We do. Okay. We're going to want a fuel loader. We're going to take 3 fuel cans just in case we need them for some reason. So the fuel loader is going to be needed when we launch off. We're going to have the rocket and the launch pad. So that's good to go. The fuel is going to be loaded into there to get back. We've got windmills so that we don't have to worry about power. We're going to grab... We'll take 2 stacks of Elite Universal Cables. It's probably way more than what we're going to need. Oh, we need the Phantom things. Phantom boosters. I didn't make enough of these, so let's make 20 more. Oh, shoot, that's right. I'm low on ender pearls. Okay, we'll stick with what we've got. What we've got is good enough. So that should be good. Oxygen tanks. We'll fill up one. We'll fill up the oxygen tank a little more. We're going to bring a ton more bread. I wonder if we have anything from Pam's Harvest Craft. We've got blueberry jelly sandwiches, blueberry pancakes. Let's go for the sandwiches. Okay. That should be enough food to keep us going because we're going to have to take a bit of time to look for some sort of dungeon. I don't know if we're going to find it. It usually takes a little bit. But the most important thing are going to be the windmills, fuel loader, vertical digger. We're going to bring 2 more of these just in case. I really should make a backpack at this point, too. Do I have one? What is in this backpack? It is empty. Okay, we're going to take the backpack as well. That should hopefully be everything. that we're going to need. So the plan and the dream is that this is all going to work out smoothly. And Pluto. Pluto's the planet that we got to go to. All right, Night Wolfie, thanks for hanging out. Once we get to the new planet too, frames per second usually goes up a fair amount. I'm not sure why it's low right now. I wonder if it's just because, you know what, it's probably just because I'm streaming this as well. I didn't have any problems with this the last couple times I was on. We almost ended up playing the hardcore world today because I was playing around with shaders, and oh my god, does our little pirate cove look so sick and so amazing right now. I'm really pumped for next week. Or not next week, sorry, for Wednesday. For Wednesday, we're going to be back on the hardcore world. Oh, it looks good. I keep talking to you guys about this, but I want to start doing some shorter, probably like 2 to 3 minute YouTube videos on the hardcore stuff too. Because I'd love to go and kind of set it up as a series and do a bit more with that. Excuse me, because I'm finally ahead on footage with all this stuff, so. Okay. I'm also curious about this. What are these? So there's a bunch of these tiers that are question mark, and I don't know what that means. All we know is that Pluto is the next one for our tier 8 planets. Wind level 50%, that's going to suck for the windmills. Radiation level's 30%, that's actually down lower. Oh, I forgot the radiation defense. Oh, I forgot radiation potions. We should hopefully be okay, though. We'll see how well it goes. All right. Pluto has the dungeon, right? Has dungeon true. Okay. Going to the planets has actually been really cool the last couple planets. Because they've all had very different visual appearances to them. Look at this little lander. It's kind of neat, actually. Although Pluto looks very much just like the moon, so. At least from what we can see on the mini-map up there. It's not as exciting anymore. But yeah, the last planet, it was like this green bioluminescent place. It was pretty sweet. The one before that had a bunch of like purples and blue. Was it purple and blues? I think it was purples and blues. It looked really cool. But yeah, Pluto just basically looks like the moon. But with the way the chunks have loaded in, I don't think Peaches has landed here yet. Okay. So there is our rocket and our launch pad. Oh, gravity here is a little weaker as well, which is nice. The last planet, the gravity was rough. You could barely jump, and even falling 2 blocks would deal an incredible amount of damage to yourself. So now, the setup here is going to be as follows. So the vertical digger, we place down. We set this to mine mineral, or yeah, to only mining ores. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hopefully Peaches isn't watching right now. This plugs in. And now this is it goes through the ground. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put on the boosters. So the phantom boosters, right now it just does a 3x3 area, but for whenever we put the phantom boosters on, it increases it to a maximum of 16, like a 16 radius all the way around. So we'll reset that. And so we just got to go 32 blocks and place the next one at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So this one will go here. 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we make sure this is set to mining ores. Boom, and that goes. This planet's also a lot nicer to do this. The last planet was so hilly with the ups and the downs that it took forever to get all these set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah, I only found out about these a couple days ago. The vertical diggers, when I was trying to figure out how to break into Peach's base. And now that we have the vertical diggers, oh my god, is this incredible. Hey, Godril, welcome, welcome. How you doing? 2, 3, oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Are we out? No, we're not. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't. Oh shoot! I said no, no. Oh, I didn't put the phantom boosters on the last two either. Okay, we'll go reset them. Okay, so now we hit the reset button and it should just do ores. This thing, it actually mines really fast. Each one of these can do like a 32 by 32 area with 4 windmills in about a couple minutes. It's mining ores. Oh shoot. God, the worst thing would be a creeper blowing this up. Okay. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we'll reset this. I think I've got enough usually for, I think I've got enough here to set up about 6 of these. Or I actually, really, we can only do 1 more because of the phantom boosters. I forgot about that. And then somehow we'll have to go and figure out a way to get more ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So this one will go here. Cool. Okay. That's the 3 of them, and 3 is the max that you can put on top of these as well. Okay, so that's gonna start getting our resources. We'll probably do all of these, and then we'll go move them all over a slot. And in fact, while we're waiting for them to dig, why don't we just go mark the location? So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we'll do a little pillar up like that. If they mine a 32 by 32 area, or sorry, it's a 6. So it's a 32 by 32, but we move them 32 blocks because it's a 16 radius. So it mines from the center out. Yeah, so the center part of each of these blocks, so it's a 16 radius. So it's a 32. It's yeah. I'm not sorry, I'm not explaining it very well, but yeah. So go 16 blocks out. So we go 16, and then we go another 16, and then we place it after that. So that way we got the full set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it's going to go right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Hello, creepers. In some ways, I'm a little disappointed the mobs haven't gotten stronger, but at the same point, I haven't really gotten any better weapons. Oh, I forgot to bring a better sword. If we find the boss, they're so annoying to fight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I guess I could have just placed these. And then we could have just moved the other parts after. We should have just done that. Because we have extras of these. It's like right there, roughly. Even if we're off by a little bit, that whatever, that's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We'll just clear this up. The one thing that's going to suck here is my usual go-to strategy for finding dungeons was I would go and search the water. Because because the water is the easiest place to see where the entrance to the dungeon is, because you always see like this funnel coming up out of the water. So it's gonna suck not having that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So 5 should be all that we need set up. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to see the amount of resources we're going to get out of this, and it's a fair amount. So I really don't think we're going to need to do any more than what we're going to have here. Also, our radiation is starting to pick up faster than I thought it would, so I kind of regret not having brought the radiation stuff. Or the radiation potions, I forgot about those. Wait, did one of the creepers drop a fluid pipe? Weird. Okay. So now, we'll put this down in the middle here. And this can have these back. Because this will have filled up pretty quick, usually. Yeah. So we don't need the Pluto surface stuff. Rocket we don't want to accidentally send. That can go. That's going to stay. Cool. So now it's just a little bit of resource picking up here. Finding these vertical diggers, if we'd had these earlier, I would have just built these everywhere in the overworld. This would have made mining so much easier. Also, we're not getting very much tungsten. Oh god, that's gonna suck. Unless it's just because it's higher up. It's at Y29 right now. It might need to go lower to be able to get tungsten. The only downside to doing this the way that I am is we're not really gonna have a good idea of how much tungsten ore we have built up. And that's kind of a problem in my books. Because we want close to 1,000. Because then hopefully if we get close to 1,000, that'll be enough that we don't have to come back and look for any more in the future. We lucked out on the last planet. In the last planet, I only had to set up 6 of these. And then we got enough of the crystal stuff that it was... Or not, sorry, not crystal, it was zinc? We got enough zinc ore that there was nothing to worry about. It also looks like Pluto... Does Pluto have a long day-night cycle? Oh, hey, Peaches, how you doing? What's up, my friend? You know, just hanging out. Nothing to see here, Peaches. You know, just some good hard work. Relaxing on the moon. You know, that good classic moon vibe. Don't you just get that? Oh. Nothing to worry about, Peaches. How's work? We got a creeper head. Hopefully work's going very busy for you. Have you been to Pluto yet? Not that I'm there, I'm on the moon. Obviously, this is the moon. It looks very much like the moon. That's what we're going to assume. Make sure your Stargate stays closed. Well, it should hopefully, as long as Sigma doesn't remove the, Wait, you've got a Stargate set up here? Oh, why did I attack this guy? I also found out the Endermen struggle teleporting if they're in the sky. Oh, look at that. We're one Ender Pearl closer to the massive amount that I would like to have on me. Where do you have a Stargate set up? Every once in a while, I see the little dots and I'm like, oh, maybe that's his base, but that's just the little meteorites that hit the ground. The way we loaded in, I thought for sure you weren't here. Because if you'd been here, I thought for sure we would have seen more of the stuff standing out. But by the time it matters where Peaches is, it won't, because we'll already have won the space race. I bet I'm on pace to win the space race. I bet I could finish the space race in a day or two. You know what? Maybe we'll do a longer stream today to just solidify our victory. Because we're actually getting a fair amount of tungsten out of this too. When is the space race finished? The space race is finished whenever one of us gets to, I don't know, we never really decided. There's so many weird planets. So there is a tier 10 rocket. And then after the tier 10 rocket, there's a few other ones. See, you can eventually get the tier 10 rocket. Then there's the tier 10 electric rocket. And then there is the Space X thing. Right here. There's the Falcon Craft 9. And the Dragon Craft. But there's NASA workbenches for, or there's blueprints for all those, so I don't know how any of those work. Because Peaches, I'm assuming you're busy working right now, right? Hey, Bozy Boy, welcome, welcome, it's good to see you. For those that don't know, Bozy Boy is joining us for, I believe, Bozy Boy, you decided you weren't gonna do this one, you were gonna do the next iteration. So on our next mod pack, we'll have a Mr. Bozu Boy. You're in space, I am. I'm competing in the space race. I'm trying to gather as many resources as I can to crush Peaches. Yeah. Which I think we're looking for, we're keeping an eye out right now. We'd like to fill in another two more members. Okay, so this one's done. Yeah, Peaches, I found the vertical digger, which has basically made it so that there's no way you'll be able to beat me. It'll be almost impossible for you to catch up because these things are just so fast. And I can just set up a few of them, and it's kind of a little annoying and resource intensive to get it set up for crafting them, but once you've got them, although actually no, you wouldn't have a problem because you've got all your stupid automated stuff. Although your automated stuff is currently in a little bit of an issue. Just wait till I get home. Well, in how many hours are you home? Because we might have already won by then. Huh? How does that feel, Peaches? Huh? You sitting at work, making an honest day's living. Me sitting here crushing you because I have a bit more free time. Ah, it's a satisfying feeling, isn't it, Peaches? Isn't it, Peaches? All right, so this one's done. We'll just start picking these up then. Hold this on. Dude, this zombie's massive. Look at the size of him. Or have I shrunk? Have I gotten smaller? All right, so this comes with us. Those come with us as well. I really should have brought a backpack with us the last time we were here. Because we wouldn't even need a bunch of these, what do you call it? There's a bunch of things I wouldn't need to just carry. Oh my god, I should have brought a backpack every time I was doing this. It would have sped things up so much. Because I can just throw everything in there and then my inventory is so empty. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so this will come with us. The only thing that sucks is I put another jetpack onto my backpack, and the jetpack is just so insanely aggressive. All right. Okay, we'll just have to, oh shoot, we'll have to pay attention to make sure we get all the phantom boosters too. Those are gonna be the worst things to lose, because those are gonna be hard resources. At least admit I put up a good fight. Peaches, the only reason why I'm doing this right now is because if I don't think I have a chance of winning. I got some new shaders downloaded for Minecraft that I was able to get working on my hardcore world. And that's all I want to do right now is play that. But I know I can't, because if I do, you'll get ahead of me in the space race. And I'll have no chance of catching up. Okay, so that was 6 phantom boosters. We got the last 2 here, and then we'll go grab the other stuff that's set up, but we'll drop off these. I'm really thinking we've only got to set these all up one more time, and then that should be it. Oh, we're taking radiation damage now too, so gotta watch out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the sound of taking damage, because that is our life in space. Because I forgot to bring my radiation potions. Or it's like the Radaway? Radex? I forget what they call it in this. Oh, Radaway is Fallout, right? The other thing sucks is I don't seem to get crits with the... Here, can we just turn down... There we go. Now we don't have to hear ourselves taking damage the whole time. I think there's a way... Actually, you know what? I genuinely just forgot everything I was about to say. Okay. So we've set up these drills, not perfectly. Oh, a neat thing I found out about Galacticraft, wherever you take off, so whatever coordinates you're at when you first launch a rocket onto another planet, I think you start at the spawn area, but then wherever you launch a rocket off of a planet, that's where you'll return to the planet when you come back to it through a rocket. It's really weird. Okay, so that's mining ores. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot about backpacks. I should have been doing backpacks this whole time. So that's the first one. Then we're gonna go 4, 2, 3. Oh, I'm not putting the upgrades on them. Son of a gun. There. Because I'm going to mix these up. This is what we're looking for. We want all of these. Okay. God, we're going to take damage all the time now. This sucks. Okay, so the 3 are on there. We'll reset that. That'll start going back through. We might set these up. We might fly back and see if I've got any more rad potions. That's mining ores. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, on the last planet, if I'd made that jump and landed on the top there, I would have lost half my health. 3, 4. Oh, this is set to mine everything, and we just want to mine the ores. Okay, where were the last ones? This way, right? We're gonna go... I'm still recording. I don't need to be doing that. That's mining ores. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one of our windmills. Did I maybe accidentally put one of them back in here? I don't think so. Ah, shoot, this is doing everything again. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. So now what we'll do is we'll set up this here. And then we'll set up the other one on the other side. We'll just keep running back and forth along these. Just pulling the resources out. So that way it doesn't have to ever worry about stopping. So yeah, there we go. Well, looks like the dog finally went back upstairs. Yeah, finding this method of being able to gather the resources out of the planet has been so nice. It's meant there's been really nothing I've had to worry about. Because I think what Peaches was doing was he put upgrades on his drill. So I think it drills in a 3x3 area. And then it mines really fast, so he just basically runs forward mining resources. Which, I mean, his method might be just as fast as this. I don't know. I want to say it's not. I want to say this is quicker. But it's hard to say for sure. But I think... Because the difference with his is he could just put one spot... He could just fill his inventory with one of each of the resource he's looking for. And then just run forward forever and just never have to worry about anything. As long as he's low enough down, he probably gathers a fair amount of it. Oh, his method might be quicker. We're just going to assume it's not. We're going to assume this is the fastest way that we can pull resources out of the ground. Because, I mean, realistically, we could set down, if we really wanted to, a waypoint. And then we could go looking for the dungeon. Oh, see, he has a bullet. Yeah, he has a much... I forgot about this. He has a much better chance of finding the dungeon, though. Wait, mine is actually better? I think what kind of balances it out, though, Peaches, and gives you the higher advantages, I never made the flying ring. So even once this is all done, it doesn't matter because it takes me forever to go and find a dungeon. I found them pretty quick in the last couple planets because both of the last planets had a lot of water. So I would just swim around and fly above the water until I could see one of those funnel-looking shapes coming up out of the water. So you could see it from like miles away in game. But here it's going to be a lot more difficult. Unless we get lucky and we can find one from the map. Because they do have a distinct look. Right? Like, I don't think it would be something like that because you can see there's the spots there, but it's usually like a square-like shape. At first I was worried about showing you this too, but then I remembered there's kind of a bit of a setup. We are even, you aren't ahead yet. Well, I don't know about that, Peaches. Oh, look at how the sun comes up over the edge. It's so sweet. You forget how talented I am, Peaches. Except for the fact that I still do have to find the dungeon, and that's usually the hardest part. Because I think the last 2 planets, it took me about half an hour to 45 minutes to find a dungeon. And that was with the water, which made it a lot easier. Whereas the other ones, sometimes it would take me what felt like an hour. And one of the places I ran over the same spot a couple times because it was like my central point for going to different locations. Pluto is yours. You sure about that, Peaches? I'm gonna try and find your Stargate. And then when I find it, I'm just gonna shut it off. I'm gonna disconnect it so that you can't do anything with it. How's that? And then Pluto will be mine. You don't see a flag. Yeah, Peaches, where's your flag? I didn't bring a flag either. I was surprised how expensive the flags are actually to make. It does take a little bit of resources. But Sigmund does bring up a very valid point. I got confused at first. There's a lot of different specks you can see up in the sky, and they're very dark. I thought at first it was all just, I was trying to look around like, man, look at how terrifyingly dirty my monitor is, but thankfully that wasn't what it was. What height is this? It's at Y29. I feel like these have slowed down. Actually, let's find this out. What's the power output these are supposed to have for the wind generators? Because it did say wind was 50% of what, I think of what Earth would be, or the overworld would be, when we were scanning over it on the world map, right? Pluto, yeah, it says wind level's 50%. Wait, this is wind, so 0% is normal, so then 50, what does 50% mean? Does 50% mean half, or does it mean like 50% above, so it's like more than it? I don't understand how any of that works. So we'll probably end up running out of food, even though we've got the bread and the other stuff in our inventory, before we find the space base. Oh, the sun looks so cool. How, man, being able to actually travel around in space in real life would be so cool. But I feel like it feels a lot more magical here just because of how little the amount of time it takes to actually travel around in space. Right? Like in Minecraft, you just get in a rocket, you launch up into space, boom, you're at the next place. You can explore it, do whatever you want. Same thing with things like Mass Effect. It's super easy. Even Star Citizen, where the space travel is the longest it takes to get to anywhere, really isn't that long in comparison of how long it would actually take to fly to a different location. Actually, I'm curious about this. Where's my phone? How long does it take for an astronaut to get into, like, to break the atmosphere? How long does it take for an astronaut to get to the moon? Okay, here we go. It takes 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon. 3 days. Neil Armstrong took him 109 hours and 42 minutes after launch. Wow. That's insane. And it took us virtually no time at all. I will tell you guys though, if for some reason we ever restarted this mod pack and we did this again, first thing I'm getting is vertical diggers. I'm just grinding to get to those. And then I'm setting them up everywhere and just taking all the resources out of the ground. These are amazing. I think these are way better than the quarries. Sure, the quarries you can set up to be bigger areas. But these require so much less power, and they're so much quicker. That's like 5,000 kilometers per hour. It actually said on this. Yeah, so it takes 3,000 miles per hour. I think it's more than that. So during the time the spacecraft travels at least 240,000 miles. Actually, my math's really bad because the way I did my math, I ended up at 3 miles per hour. So I'm not sure what I was doing wrong there, but definitely was doing something wrong. Oh, it's insane though. Let's see. Actually, oh, dude, wait, this is more tungsten than I thought we would have. I think we're never gonna have to get tungsten again. Now, once we finish once these mines finish. Here, let me just try Googling this. How fast is a space shuttle? 17,500 miles per hour. The final orbit speed of the space shuttle is approximately 28,000 kilometers per hour. Whoa. That's insane. Meanwhile, it takes you 12 hours to get to America. Yeah, what's going on, airlines? They're just... Clearly, the airlines are trying to suck our money dry. The thieving snakes. Right? If we can make it to space at that speed, why does it take us 12 hours for Sigma to get to America? This is unacceptable. Did you guys see that you can actually do... I don't know if they launched it yet or they're getting close to, or maybe they already launched it. I have no idea. But there was a kind of like a consumer grade space line, but like for just extremely rich people, it cost several $100,000 or something like that, and then they all got to go into space. But it was like a commercial flight to the moon. Or no, it already happened, because I think I read something about they were supposed to be there for like X amount of days, but then something came up and they had to spend another 12 days there or something like that. Okay, so this one's done. All right, the only thing that would be terrible for us to see right now would be the text OPpeaches has logged into the server. If that happens, we're done for. Ouch. Okay. That one's still mining. It's at level 7. I think the other one finished earlier because of how much lower it was. The only thing I can think of. Unless the one that we just passed where it's a mining level 7, maybe this just has a ridiculous amount of resources. Oh, has anybody here seen the movie You're at Dumb Work? Oh, man. Poor Peaches. It would take less than 15 minutes for you to get to America in a space shuttle speed? Yeah, what's going on? We have the technology to go to space. We should have the technology to get to Sigma to America in at least less than an hour. I mean, 15 minutes, I feel like, sure, that's a little pushing it. Come on. Come on, Space Airlines. But there's the Uncharted movie. Has anybody seen that yet? My mom actually watched it. I only found out that the movie was out because my mom was saying that she checked it out on, was it Prime or something like that? Apparently it's pretty good. I didn't think it was going to be bad because it's got Tom Holland, and I haven't seen a movie with Tom Holland where I thought it wasn't bad. You watched Uncharted? It's very good? Oh, nice. Uncharted's one of my favorite game series. There was a girl I dated in high school. And she was the one that got me into the Uncharted series, because I didn't have a PlayStation. She had a PlayStation 3. Well, no, we didn't. Technically, we didn't actually date. It's a complicated story. I shouldn't say that I dated her, because that's far from the truth. It was like one of those awkward things where it's like two people are too awkward to tell the other person that they like them, so they just spend a lot of time hanging out with each other. And so then technically it's kind of like they're dating, but they're not really, and it's not really dating at all. But like I said, it's a complicated scenario. But yeah, she played a lot of, I think she got me into Uncharted, and then eventually we got a PlayStation 3, and then I was able to, what the heck was that? You guys see something fall down? A situationship? It sounds like a close friendship. I mean, it's a close friendship, but both parties wanted it. Okay. Yeah, it's really, here's where it gets really complicated. Like, she's an amazing person. Super awesome. But I don't think I've actually talked to her in a very long time. But it was one of the situations where we'd spend a lot of time together. One of us would ask the other person out. So like I would ask her out and she'd be like, yeah, I don't know right now. And then later on she'd ask me and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know right now. And it would just go back and forth so many times. It was just one of those weird things. And it all started because we just never were able to, we were both just socially awkward. I think myself a little bit more, but it's complicated and hard to say. Okay. That being said, like I'm glad it didn't work out. Not because I don't think she's a good person, but just because I wouldn't be doing a lot of the stuff that I am right now, I don't think. Okay. So I think we got more than enough resources. So now the complicated part of finding a dungeon. Especially with all the asteroids falling around. Based. I don't know what based means. I see people use it a lot. But I don't quite get it. Chad Spence streamer and then in a happy relationship. I mean, I've been in a happy relationship when I was streaming. I mean, the relationship's not going on anymore, mostly because I enjoyed streaming too much. And I cared, and I just, my biggest joy and love in life was content creation, so. Okay. I'm assuming this is an asteroid, but we're gonna go check it out. Yeah, that's an asteroid. What is kind of nice is most of this planet is fairly flat, so we shouldn't have too much difficulty trying to, or figuring out what's a dungeon and what's an asteroid. But I really wish I had a ring of flight. Oh, excuse me. Spend in love with the grind. Well, the grind's not really... Man, that's a tough one, right? I totally understand the context between calling it a grind, but that's a dangerous one. Because, I mean, it is a grind, but at the same time, it's not. Like, it shouldn't be, but it should be, right? It's one of those... It's like... It's kind of like how spaghetti shouldn't go well with toast, but it just does. You know? Like putting some spaghetti on a piece of toast and eating it, you're just like, these just don't, they're two different foods. They don't really belong together. But at the same time, there's just something oddly satisfying, and it works, but it doesn't, right? You're never going to go to a restaurant and be like, can I have some spaghetti on toast? And they're always going to be like, what is wrong with this person? But if you're at home and you're like, I would like some spaghetti and toast, please, you can just put it together and you can enjoy it. I was really hoping that we would just stumble across... I wonder. He just probably put a Stargate underground. And I bet we've walked over top of the Stargate or right by it, and he just hasn't said anything. And he's just sitting there just like... Oh, we got a village. The villages have been kind of cool, but at the same time, they all kind of suck. None of the villages have changed since... I think the very first planet, so I think the moon has is the only place with a unique village that with stuff that villagers sell. Everything else is just the same stuff, where it's just basic things, lunar sapphires, and it's like, hey, do you want like a tier 2 rocket? Yeah, tier 2 rocket. Yeah, Peaches. Oh, but we can get some more food here. So when I don't think anybody knows this except for Sigma. When we first were talking about putting together Project OSSI, one of the things we looked at was how do we get, like, we wanted to actually start in space, so that we would start on a mod pack where we spawned outside of the atmosphere on like the moon or something like that, in like the really harsh environment, and then we would have to go and survive like that. But we couldn't find a mod pack that really made that something enjoyable and fun, except for mod packs that were very kind of progression based, where you were really required to go through and complete certain tasks in a specific order, as in like a quest line of the mod pack, and we didn't want to do something like that for this. I don't think we're ever going to do a quest line mod pack for anything. I feel like the amount of time we spent making this bread, I think I've used up more food than if we just gone by foot. Oh, we're almost out of oxygen too. I did bring some more oxygen tanks, so let's swap those out right now, or just one of them. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to set up an ender chest that I could fill with rad potions, and so they would automatically go and replenish them, so that I would never have to worry about running out. Okay. We'll keep going for a while, and then we'll set up our rocket and we'll launch back up into space. Because I don't think we've seen anything that could have been a dungeon yet. Oh, wait, isn't there a thing to zoom out in and out on the map? Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't even have to open up the map. Okay, perfect. We just got to keep an eye out for square looking like things. Because I think we're ahead of the asteroids. As silly as that sounds, eventually once you run far enough, the asteroids just stop appearing. We might actually have what we're looking for up ahead of us, or it's an asteroid thing. Oh, it's an asteroid. Remember how I just said we were ahead of the asteroids? Also, just to be safe, assuming that's the marks. Yeah, those are the marks. Okay. But we've done pretty good. We've traveled about 1,000 blocks. Although if we had, oh my God, I'm really starting to debate on this. Flight of the Majestic Beast, the chicken wing ring. Wait, these are actually, that's really cheap to make. I feel, you know what? No. I was just debating on getting the flying ring, but we're not going to do that because I want to beat Peaches at the space race and also tell him that I was able to beat him at it by running across the ground the whole time. And that occasionally using a boat, depending on the planet we were at. And that I never flew, except for the jetpack. But the jetpack's not very fast. Like, this thing is ridiculously slow. This might have been the better way to travel, because I don't think we use up hunger as fast. Like, if we start sprinting, and then we jump up with the jetpack, I think it keeps us going. Although every time we take damage, I think that slows us down. I just want to find the dungeon before we have to go back. If we could get this whole planet done in one go, oh, that would be amazing. But I mean, we are bound to find one eventually. I got excited. I saw there was that little bit of the cave underground, and I thought that possibly that was going to be one of the dungeons. The hard part is we could have passed over top of a dungeon, but then the entrance just generated outside of our field of view. Also, one of the mistakes I've been making in a lot of planets prior is I would set up my launch pad before going out and exploring places. Oh, shoot. I thought that might have been it, but you can see the little rocket, or the asteroid part. So I would always set up my rocket pad ahead of time, set down a waypoint, and then once I found what I was looking for, I'd run all the way back to it. But I found out that I can just bring the pad with me, fuel up the rocket, remove the fueler once the rocket's fueled up, and then it's just on me in my inventory, and I never have to worry about anything. Okay. We are definitely running, our food's definitely going down slower doing things this way. Oh, dang it. I thought again on the mini-map, but it's just another asteroid. If we could get farther ahead and see through the chunks as they're loading, that'd be so nice. So we got another village on our left, according to the mini-map. I mean, a dungeon could spawn inside the village, but the chances of us running in a straight line and finding it is just as likely as turning over there, so I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. And I don't think it's possible for a dungeon to spawn and not have its entrance visible. Because the way they set up with the dungeon spawning is it has like this funnel that comes up from the entrance. That if we can just find, so that it doesn't matter what kind of terrain spawns around it, the funnel just keeps growing and growing and going up. Although, at first when we came here, I was saying it was really nice that everything was kind of flat because it made it easier for gathering resources. But the really hilly places, sometimes the dungeon sticks out of the side of one of the really lower, see, we're already at the map. So we're gonna go and aim this way. We'll see what we can find going this way. I'm just curious. So Pam's Harvest Craft has a bunch of different foods where they all give you different amounts of hunger back, and I think the light meals give the same amount of hunger. I'm hitting space instead of sprint. I'm hitting the wrong button here. I think the light meals give you just as much hunger as you would get back with a piece of bread. So I'm not thinking we're gonna be able to get this in one go. Because the other thing too, I don't have a very good weapon on me, so it's gonna take us a lot of hits to kill the boss, whatever the boss even is. Unless it's something where we reflect the attacks back at it, that would be nice. There's something here. Looks like it was just some weird shadowy thing. We got another village ahead of us. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. Where art thou, dungeon? Oh, this actually, I really like it when villages spawn and they're like half inside the hills like that. I think it looks really cool. I wonder if we'll ever get underground villages. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to health. I think that'd be really cool. Right, a dungeon or a village that spawns underground. Maybe the villagers have some sort of different appearance. They sell more stuff to do, or they have like different traders to do with ores and things like that. I think that'd just be really neat. But also mostly because I just love underground homes and stuff like that. I kind of want to do that in the next server. I kind of want to build like an underground dwarven kingdom. I was about to say some cool things about the next mod pack that make it so that something like that might be actually kind of cool and viable with some of the things that we have access to, but I'd give away exactly what the pack is. Okay. Up over this hill, we're going to travel for about another minute and a half, and then the dungeon's going to show up. That's what my gut tells me. Right? We've been running around on here long enough. The dungeon should just show itself. Peaches, with you being able to fly, how quickly does it take for you to actually find one of the dungeons? I'm assuming it's pretty quick. It doesn't take you very long. That is something. I'm assuming that's just like a block stick. Yeah, it's just that block sticking up. Okay, so we're out of the other food. Let's hope that this Pam... Oh, oops. That the Pam stuff is better. I wonder, Peaches, do you use your method of mining to find dungeons? Because that might even be easier. If we go down far enough and we just mine in a straight line until we find the dungeon. Oh, I got really excited. I saw that square right here on the edge of the minimap, and I thought that might have been a dungeon sticking out somewhere. Because if we just went underground and we mined in a straight line, the drill we have mines instantly. And then we'd see a dungeon show up on, like the dungeon would physically show up on the minimap. Instead of just the entrance that we're trying to find. Oh, that might actually be what we try if we can't find anything. All right, we're gonna let our hunger run down a little more, because I'm curious to see how much food we get back from the sandwiches here. We'll also have to go back and grab a bunch of iron, and we're gonna go and collect resources from, or we're gonna go buy a bunch of food from Casper's Flying Cookery, I think. Come on. Still not seeing anything that looks dungeon-esque. Oh shoot, no, I don't have my rad potion stuff set up anymore since I moved my space into base, because I had made a bunch of them and I'd stored them in my storage. I might not have any more rad potions. Oh, we might have to slow down progress to get some of those. Because I don't think the radiation really affects Peaches or anything like that, because he's got all the DNA stuff that Sigma did to him. Or that he did to himself, I'm not sure at this point. Just gotta find this dungeon. Because we're far enough away from the spawn point that I know they can show up here. Like I said, it's very likely we've passed over a couple of them. We just weren't close enough to the entrance. Because the dungeons, some dungeons will spiral around and they'll be really close and knit together with all the different rooms, so it'll be harder to find. Or so that everything's kind of right in the same spot. But then other ones, they just like stick out for a long period of time, and it's almost like a straight line you're running through all the different rooms. Yeah, we're not seeing anything. With the SciMod I was telling you guys about at the beginning of stream, there was an upgrade or a type of thing that I made that what's supposed to happen is as you're running forward in the sky, it like generates blocks underneath you that last for a few seconds, and so you're supposed to be able to just run across, but I think because it's a server, it lags a little bit, and that never worked. So if that did work, it would have been so nice to have out here. Okay. Let's take another peek here. Yeah, we're still not seeing anything. Sometimes the dungeons just show up right away, and other times just takes forever. That's okay. Technically, we have a fair amount of time because Peaches is at work. And the amount of time we saved collecting all the resources the way we did, I think that's going to really help us out. God, I would just love more than anything for a dungeon to be poking out of the ground. We got something there, which I don't think is going to be it, but we're going to go take a look at it anyways. It's probably just a couple spots missing in the ground. I also think that these sandwiches are way better than the bread because we're not running out of hunger anywhere near as quick. Why did the... Oh, no. The minimap changed to the night version. How do I switch that? Options. No, it should be in here. No. Settings. Oh, crap. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to keep checking again. son of a gun. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. If we can find the dungeon in the next minute or two, I think we'll have enough food that we'd be able to push through. Although, here's the edge of the map again. All right, let's just start going this way. Running around randomly is probably not the best approach for this, but it is what we are doing. Also, I like how Sigma logs out and suddenly all the frames per second issues are solved. I wonder if it's the DNA stuff. Interesting. Or you know what? No, that couldn't. It's probably not what it is. Because I think as soon as we came to the planet here, everything was good. It was once we left the space station. Although someone who I don't remember who it was. Somebody told me about F3A to reload chunks. And I was surprised how much that usually just solves every problem I'm having. We got another asteroid hit there. That's crazy. Did you guys... So, on Mars, there is a crater so massive that Mount Everest wouldn't even peek out the top of it if we were to place Mount Everest in the bottom of it. And the crater is so deep that the pressure at the bottom of the crater is enough that it can can hold water there or something like that. I'm sure I'm not explaining it exactly how I read it, but I thought that was insane. But I couldn't imagine seeing a crater that size in real life. If space travel ever becomes a thing, that's what I want to go see. More than anything else in the world is that massive crater. Still nothing. Wait. What is that? That's different. I'm sure it's just blocks and how they're placed. Oh, we're getting some of the weird terrain generation where it's got like a hill that's like flattened out. It almost looks like Pac-Man's trying to like push himself out of the mountain. Okay, yeah, that wasn't anything. Space travel excites you and terrifies you? That's completely fair. Because if something goes wrong, like that's... Like, what are you supposed to do? The thought of being so small, alone in a vast open space does not make me feel safe. Well, if it helps, if you're ever alone in the vast of space, you'll probably just die anyways. Pretty immediately. Because we're not really meant to survive out there. Same feeling when you get when you're alone on a boat in the sea. Have you been alone on a boat in the sea, Bozu? Dude, that would be terrifying. Something's weird right here. Oh, it just might be that some of these little lines are matching up there. Oh, where is our dungeon? I'm ahead on my recording stuff, or on my video editing too, so. Probably stream a little later today. No, but the thought terrifies you? That would be kind of terrifying. I feel like being in a boat in the middle of the ocean alone would be even more terrifying than stranded on an island. Because at least with an island, it feels safer. In a weird way. I saw a story about there was 4 young boys that were out on a sailing trip. I think they were in high school. And something happened with their boat. I think the boat either capsized or it sunk, but they ended up basically hanging together on a raft, and they floated over to an island where they lived for 3 years. Or no, was it 2 years? It might have been 2 years. They survived on this little island for 2 years. And they ended up working together really well, you know, creating this little, like, colony kind of like setup, but where everybody had their own jobs, their own tasks, and everybody worked really well together to be able to get through everything. And then one of the boys ended up breaking his leg or something like that. And so then he spent a lot of his time just kind of sitting around because there was nothing he could do, but the others they kept doing what they could to keep everything going, and nobody was ever mad or upset or frustrated or anything like that, I thought, or at least in the story note, that they told after, nobody was upset or mad, but it was crazy. If I can remember what it is, I'll let you guys know. I think, because how were they discovered? I think some guy went out on some sort of like fishing trip, and he went out to a location that his family doesn't normally go. I don't remember the reason why. It might not have been fishing, but I know he went somewhere with his boat that he wasn't normally supposed to, and then they saw smoke coming up off an island in the distance, and these guys just waving at them. And then one of the boys ended up just jumping into the water and swam out to the fishing ship, and then the ship ended up going out and collecting them and saving them. I thought that was really sweet. Like, just the way the whole story came together was really cool. And I say story, but it is a real thing. I'm pretty sure it is anyways. Come on, where are you, dungeon? We've traveled a fair amount of distance. So it sucks we haven't found it yet. It still says it's night. We're just gonna keep that toggled on just in case that changes anything. I'm feeling pretty positive that we haven't just passed by it without knowing. Because once you see the entrance on the map, you guys will know exactly what I was looking for. It's pretty easy to spot once you've seen it once. On the island, you kind of know what to expect. In the sea, you really don't know what's lurking. I don't know. I still kind of feel like on an island, you wouldn't really know what to expect, because there could be some weird little bugs or some animals. In some ways, I feel like at least on a boat, I kind of know what's on the boat there with me, right? Because it was my boat. I took the boat out. I'm familiar with it. Versus the island where could be bugs and spiders and all sorts of different poisonous things. So I don't know. I still feel like the island would be more comfortable in the long run. But I don't know. I've always wondered how long I think I'd be able to survive on like a deserted island or something like that. I know out on sea, not very long. Wouldn't stand a chance. Out on an island? I don't know. I'd probably end up eating something. Once you're in water, you're done. You're accepting your fate. Can you not swim? I'm not very good at swimming either. I have a really good excuse that I always use though. It's that I have, for some reason, I don't know if it dislocates or if the muscle just gets really strained, but on my right foot, not my pinky toe, but my toe to the left of the pinky toe. Anytime I'm swimming for any more than like a minute or so, it feels like it gets like pushed down out of place, but it could just be that the muscles just tense up and tighten, and it's one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. And so I don't really swim very much because of that. Dude, the sandwich fills us up so much. Oh my god, the one sandwich filled up 5 food, and it filled our hunger up pretty much immediately. All right, so the food, we are not eating very much any chance we can get. Okay, come on, where's this spot? Because as soon as we find the dungeon, it's very quick to get through the dungeon, but the boss fight's kind of painfully slow. But we usually get a couple golden apples out of the middle of it, so there's, like, through the chest that we find through the dungeon, so it's not usually too much of a problem. Get another village. Should we load up? No, there's no point in loading up on bread. It takes us, the amount of time it takes us to get the stuff and craft the bread doesn't even really make that much of a difference. It doesn't help that my jetpack launches us into the air every time I hit space as well. God, it still blows my mind we haven't seen it yet. Because we have 2 more oxygen tanks left, so that should keep us... I think we're going to run out of food before we run out of oxygen. Only we had some sort of X-ray ability. Again, I'm also rethinking about the whole creative flight thing. Is Peaches still here? If Peaches isn't here, maybe we'll just go make a ring of flying, but we just won't tell him that we used it, right? He'll never know. And then we'll still brag to him that we completed it without a ring of flying. You sound like you need help. I just need a dungeon. Also, I have no way of getting you here. So even if you came on to help Sigma, I don't think you'd be able to. Because if we use the resources to craft another rocket, I've done the math, we're gonna run out before making the other ones. Oh, dang it, Peaches is still here. All right. Well, do it the regular, normal way. Early on, I tried to find a way to be able to auto-load the maps into the dimensions that we went into. I was hoping there'd be something similar to, like, do you have an ender chest? I could send you resources to build a Stargate. That is true. I've got 2 ender chests on me. I'm almost at the point where I would want to accept help for that. But I know if I did, Peaches would always tell me I never beat it myself. And I wouldn't have the same kind of rubbing it in power. So I'm gonna keep going for a bit more. And then we'll see what happens. Because my gut tells me, although it's been telling me for a little while now that we're getting close, but it tells me we're gonna find one soon. Because I mean, like, we've explored a large... Oh, Jesus. We explored a large area to not find one coming up here pretty quick. Right? Like, the dungeon's gotta rear itself eventually. You go jump right. It wasn't even a... Is that it? I think we found it. This very well could be our dungeon, but I'm worried how close it is to the board. This is the dungeon entrance. Here it is. Yes. Okay. What do you guys think the boss is gonna be? We got fire aspect. We don't care about that. We'll take the music discs. We got a backpack. Oh, great. Oh, wait, that's right. These guys just don't even really do any damage to us. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're gonna do golden apple here. What's nice about the creepers is they clear out most of the spider webs for us. Okay. Oh, is that it already? Oh my god, look how close we were to the border. Oh, this almost just didn't work out at all. Okay. Wait, it's an evolved spaceman! What? Look at them! Well, this is so welcome to me winning my space battles. This is how it usually goes. This is your final form. Is that what this is, Sigma? I wish we had a ranged attack, because I think this guy's actually hitting me. A glorious fight. My favorite fights were the ones where it was a mob where we had to go and deflect attacks back at it. I need a better weapon? Yeah, I just kind of got my drill on me. I forgot about bringing a weapon with me. I know when we were getting all the gear ready to go, I did tell myself, like, oh yeah, let's go. Here, I'm going to grab a weapon, but then I never did. I mean, as long as he doesn't do enough damage that it breaks our spacesuit, we should be fine. But Peaches told me he had some issues with the spacesuits running out of power, but I think mine glitched. Because mine always just, like, my helmet, my pants, and my boots, they always sit at, like, 99%, and then my chest plate usually sits at 2%, but it never actually changes. Shoot. Oh, shoot. There we go. We got oxygen. Yeah, you have the same thing? Yeah, I don't really understand what causes that. Now, I think we're still at a point where it's only the rockets that we'll find. So once we get the rocket, we basically leave here, and we're golden. How's this really in-depth, like, edge-of-the-seat, nail-biting combat fight going for you guys? Oh, we should have brought some cobwebs and placed them underneath them. And I think he would have gotten stuck in those, and we could have just pelted at him. That would have been a smart idea. I'm going to remember that for next time. I'm sure for Peaches and Sigma, they'd come up and they'd, like, 3-shot him. Because Sigma, your sword does like 40, it's got 42 attack, doesn't it? Your supremium weapon. For the longest time, I was trying to find out a weapon that would be powerful enough to stop you. But I couldn't find anything. I thought I found something good where I was like, oh, this thing's got 14 attack. And then I'm scrolling through some of the other weapons and I finally see yours. Because I remember you holding the red sword. So I was trying to find out what item it was that had the red appearance. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, God. For anybody that hasn't heard the sound of one of the bosses dying yet, you're in for a treat. Did it glitch? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I've never seen them freeze that long before. I thought that thing was not gonna move. But look how if this barrier had been the way for the chest, oh, that would have sucked. All right, we've got the tier 9 rocket now, and we'll leave the rest of it. Cool. Hey, Peaches, how's work going? Actually, let's just do this. Because where Peaches is gonna hate it the most is all right. Peaches, when you see my setup for how I gather my resources, you're gonna realize there's no way you can keep up with me. It's how I basically went up 4 rocket tiers in a couple hours. All right. So now we need tier 2 rockets. Pad, we need this. Five, slap this down. We're gonna do the fuel loader. I also found this is the easiest way to get on and off planets, because you really only need 1 fuel canister, and it fuels up the rocket enough that nothing else really matters. Is it the right side? Oops. Maybe it has to go the cable. Oh, it was the wrong side. I'm really curious about this if I actually need a cable. Oh, I don't even need a cable. Cool. And look at that, our last blueberry jelly sandwich. I'm just here being a leader for a one-of-a-kind department in an innovative industry. And I'm just, you know, being here in a one-of-a-kind Minecraft server as I'm traveling through space, going to places no one's ever been before, Peaches. It felt good. Okay. Now, this is either going to go over really well or really bad. Because 66% fuel should be good. You're saying, yeah, it's not fair? Well, to be fair, I think I haven't really... Let me just log on and steal your spaceship. Oh, that would be devastating. Not gonna lie, if Sigma logged on right now, I would probably log off the server and be like, nope, not doing this. Nope. I'll come back on later and deal with it when I don't have to worry about a Sigma messing with things. Oh, I never noticed this before, but you can actually see the face of a person on the side of the rocket on the left side of the screen. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to call about getting an eye doctor's appointment. Speaking of Sigma, how can I get back into your good graces? Let's see. I should be on Mars, right? Shoot, where's my space station again? By not betraying me. It was or no, was it Mercury? Uh-oh. Venus. It was Venus. Jupiter? Oh, thank God. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Sigma. And here we are, once again, back home. I lost one of my mops when cleaning. If you find it, put it in my room. Is there actually a mop? There is. Okay, I guarantee Sigma left a mop around here somewhere. Because before we logged out, we saw him moving around somewhere. We're gonna find this mop. Good thing you didn't do that. Oh, but Peaches, you did betray him. Right? Peaches, you did betray Sigma. Not gonna lie, this is my favorite thing right now. Trying to find the mop. If there's actually no mop, ugh, that's gonna suck. Yeah, Peaches, you betrayed Sigma when you told Sigma. We won't try the. Well, we won't try the mall yet. Do you leave it outside? What if you put it in here? Peaches like, oh yeah, I did do that. Why am I taking damage? Is it? Oh, it must just still be the radiation stuff. Did he leave his mop inside the mob? Nope. Oh God, oh God. No, the damage of the radiation screws up the jetpack. Oh, okay. Mop. I wonder if he just put the sign there. He wouldn't just do that, right? There's 100% a mop somewhere. Either, okay, we're either gonna find a mop somewhere, or Sigma's sitting at his computer right now going, oh, I really should have just left a mop there. Or he's going like, I can't believe he's looking for it. He'll never find it. Oh, wait, I don't want to eat that. Actually, I do. I don't. Oh, no, we can just do... Wait, am I missing one of my phantom boosters? Oh, crap. Okay, we got some wheat. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, we gotta go for the golden apple. Alright, we gotta get a bunch of iron. We are going back to the overworld. We're gonna go buy a bunch of food from Casper. Because I think Casper buys food. Wait, there's just mops in his room. I passed the mop? Am I just blind? You've got 3 mops, but you're missing 1 mop. 2 are in the room. If I was a mop... Oh, do I have any of the rad stuff? I do! I got 2 more anti-rad. Delicious. Oh, it's right in front of me the whole time. Quest completed. Gain 5 experience points and 3 gold. Alright, now I gotta remember how to get back into his room. I think it's this way and then this way. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. There we go. We have completed quest! Find mop. Achievement, get. Find your janitor's mop. Sigma, when we first started the server, did you ever expect that you would be my janitor? Because that's far from what I ever expected would happen. Okay, so let's go and put in the blueprints. Yes. Wait, you expected this would happen? You 100% expected it. Oh, crap. Oh, thank God it's the same kind of thing. Okay, so now building the tier 9 space rocket's going to be a lot easier than everybody thinks, especially Peaches. Peaches is going to see this and he's going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Tier, oh no, we got to go, we do this. You ready for this, Peaches? This is going to blow your mind and you're going to hate everything. First, we do this. Then we do this. Then we do this. Then we do this. So we got all the 4 things that we need, except for the heavy-duty plates, which we grabbed this recipe for. We'll throw all 4 in there. And now we also need... Wow, we got 1.9 Pluto tungsten ore, so we should be good. Okay, so we take 1, 2... We're gonna go over here. All right, those should all have them in. We need a crafter and a, what's it called? Detector. So check this out. Crafter goes here. Detector goes here. We slap in our... Okay, well, first we put in this because we need to get the resource. Boom. There's our tungsten ingot. So we know that 3 ore can go into the sag mill at one, or the whatever our furnace is called at one time. So we're gonna go into here, clear this. The Pluto goes in. Tungsten goes in. We right-click on this twice to get it to 3. Right-click on that. And now this is where things get crazy. Because we slap the ingot in there. We go to the detector, and we say that if you have less than 500, output a redstone signal, and then we say this, trigger auto crafting with the redstone signal. So now anytime I have less than 500 of the tungsten ingots, this is going to start producing more. And we do the same thing here. I need one of these that isn't active. Okay. We do the heavy duty plates. Oh, I forgot to do the tungsten plate as well. We're going to say, I guess we'll do the tungsten plate to begin with. So now this comes through, and we say if we have less than 100 tungsten plates, output a redstone signal, and this will autocraft. So now every time I'm below, okay, sometimes it doesn't work, and we gotta do something really silly, like just queuing up a bunch. And then once it gets going, it just seems to work fine. So now this one, we need the plates. We're gonna say make 20 of them. I'm assuming this doesn't have enough yet. But we'll get enough here soon. So it's really slow at first and doesn't produce a lot of them very quickly, but eventually it just starts to crush it. Because I've got them all set up to keep producing everything that we need. Should just pull them in now, right? Doesn't want to start. Oh, wait. Doesn't want to do it. There we go. There we go. And now, what? For some reason, it's weird sometimes, but then once it gets going, it should just go. Oh, you know what? The other one. Okay. Yep. We're gonna cancel. I forgot about this. It won't start making the other tier until it catches up with the other resources behind it. So we gotta find where I put in that crafting thing and cancel it. Okay, the 20 heavy duty plates. We'll cancel that. And we're going to go this, and we're just going to say 20. And then this runs with the redstone signal. And it should just go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's going to constantly have all the resources that we need. And because I have this set up, we're already stacked up ahead of what we need with the previous tier plates. So that will be done probably in like 15, 20 minutes. And then we'll already have our tier 10 rocket. And by already, I mean it'll still... Well, no, that's not true. It'll still take a while. Right? Because we can just go... Or sorry, tier 9. Because we're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need 1 of these. We're going to need 1 of these. And we're going to need 2 of these. Light blue wool and filled fuel canister. I should have a ton of those. Huh, okay. So there are a bunch of those. I don't know why that's struggling. Is it because I did it through a crafting thing? No, that just goes out of my... I'm not sure what's going on there. But we will do the light blue wool. I've kind of given up on having everything fit, or have everything in its proper crafting spots. Tier 9. Let's try this again. It still doesn't want to do the filled fuel canisters, but we have some in there. I wonder if it'll change if I manually do it. Sometimes it's finicky about how the fuel canisters get filled up. No, okay, it's just being weird. What do we need for this? The tungsten will have. That'll have. I guess we'll just craft an oxygen vent, and I can just manually make it after. Oh, we already have one. Cool. Well, just in case, we'll make another one. Or 10. Doesn't really matter. No, we don't want to do that. Why is it saying it needs to craft compressed tin? Do I not have compressed tin? Is compressed tin not automated right now? Compressed tin. Let's take a quick look over there. We got zinc. This one. That. Heavy duty. Unless tin's just being used by a lot of stuff right now. Compressed crystal, mercury, carbon, crystal, silver, zinc. I'm not seeing tin being used for anything. Our tin just must not be automated. Aluminum. It's the tier 5 heavy duty. Wait, do I have these in twice? Heavy duty plates. No, that's a different blue. That's a different blue. Okay. No, we're good. All right, let's see what we got in here. Dash. Carbon. Mercury, titanium. That one's got nothing. That's the compressed crystal. Heavy duty, bronze, copper, meteoric, iron, magnesium. Palladium, heavy duty, compressed steel. Do I not? Where would the tin be? Compressed tin. Oh, compressed tin set up in a spot where it doesn't have the automation. Okay, so we need a detector. Let's grab compressed tin. Oh shoot, no, I couldn't put that there because it was beside the soul binder. Oh no, the redstone's not active. Okay, we're fine. Let's remove that. This will become tin. We'll go 100s. Boom. So that's gonna do our tin. And which one's this one? I think I turned these off because they're the aluminum and the armor plates, and those are broken for some reason. I've got to do those manually. So that should be everything that we need. And because everything's kind of caught up, the speed it produces stuff should be pretty good. Like if I go into the tier 9. Yeah, see, we've already got the engine. We've already got the nose cone, and it's already working on some of the other parts here. So now we are going to deposit a bunch of this stuff. I don't think we're going to get to the next I don't think I'm going to go to the next planet today. At least on stream. I might do it later on tonight. But, let's see. Oh, shoot. We're still doing okay for iron ore. All right, we're going to go buy some food from Casper. Because we are kind of low on that. Oh, we can also deposit those for now. And those. We're going to set it to manual. No Stargate address. Oh, no! The Stargate's been moved. All right, well. Let's just go by rocket. 10:09. We'll go buy some food. And then we'll probably wrap up stream there. Because I think Casper refilled just recently, right? Spen, are you doing evil things? Absolutely. No, we're actually doing everything. Everything's fine. Okay, let's go rockets. We'll take the tier 8 because it feels satisfying. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Bing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Whatever. Okay. Wait, where'd my... Oh, thank God. Oh, I didn't want to have to go make this. Once we get to like 66%, we'll be good. I think Peaches has a fuel setup that we can use. So we'll be fine. We'll be able to launch back off, no problem. The rocket is so big. I know, it's huge. Compared to the tier 1. Yeah, it's insane. You like my hoodie? Aw, thanks, Epsy. I really like it too. Ever since I kind of fiddled around with the green screen and I got it working a little bit better, I can actually wear some of my more colorful things now, and I'm very excited about that. In my old setup, this would have been, like, all of this would have been see-through. All right. I'm terrified to see how big the tier 10 rocket is, because it looks massive. Right, because look at this tier 10 rocket. Like, you can kind of get an idea of the size differences, but even this one, it looks like this rocket is on there plus like a good couple feet underneath. Oh, actually, launch pads. Okay, so there is a tier 3 launch pad. It's used to launch tier 9 and 10 rockets. Totally noted. So we're gonna have to craft this now too. Blocks of tungsten and zinc. That's actually really simple. That's not so bad at all. It's going to be a piece of cake. So this Saturday coming up, we're doing session 3 of Apocalypse, and I'm terrified. I got my horse killed, which if I hadn't gotten the horse killed, I think that would have been my road to victory, right? Because I would have been so fast. The horse was incredibly speedy. It had diamond armor, and then I killed it. I got it covered in lava, and I got it murdered. And now I don't know what we're gonna do. Do I have a parachute? No, I have a parachute. It's fine. Wait. Why am I near the border? So when you touch down with a rocket, so wherever you launch with the rocket, it just remembers your last known location. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god. All right. Well, we gotta travel a lot of distance now. In some ways, I kind of want to go back down and get the Stargate working. What we'll do is I should have left the Stargate as manual. We still could have dialed to my base, and then we could have figured out the new Stargate code. Shoot, that's not gonna fix our hunger problem. All right, well, chat, I think we're gonna wrap up stream here. I don't know if I wanna. Oh wait, what is this? Okay, please don't kill us. Anything but death. Okay, it was just a creeper sound effect. All right. Wait, what? Something exploded. And we heard items pop out. Huh. All right. Well, I've got some distance to travel. I hope you guys enjoyed stream. Son of a gun. But that is going to be it. Stream will be back on Wednesday. We're going to be jumping into the hardcore world, and I'm very excited for it because I've been playing around with shaders, and I've got it. The world looks so beautiful. We've got, like, I still don't know how I feel about the sky exactly, but the way the sun comes up, and you can see the light beams coming through everywhere, and the lighting is just kind of, it's like everything that I really liked about Moody lighting, but in it almost looks like an entirely different engine. It's so cool. The Lucky Block launched a missile to my house. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it is, Epsy. Thanks for the stream. Hey, well, Bozy Boy, thanks for hanging out. All right. But yeah, we're out of here. Have yourselves, I guess, if anybody's interested, I do have a Discord. You're more than welcome to come out and hang out in it. Tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we're doing our Discord stage. And Mr. Monody is going to be joining me this week. We had Calypsian last week. We got Monody this week. And then, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll be at 6 o'clock. We'll be hanging out, chatting with him. If you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask about, like, content creation and stuff like that, then we'll be talking about that. I really want to take the weekly Discord stage more that route, because I really like talking with other content creators and just kind of seeing what it is that they do, kind of their approach to creating, their own content. Kind of how they started, how things have changed for, like, with their mindset, how their mindset's changed from the beginning to now, and kind of where they want to go in the future. Because there's so many little, like, sneak peeks and tidbits that I think they can teach me and show me about stuff, and I'm very, very excited to learn as much as I can from him. So, yeah. Without further ado, I am out of here. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will talk to you later. Good luck.